Suppose you spent many years developing a management method nobody else has. What's the normal reaction? Lock it up, of course. Charge a high price to anyone who wants it. Block anyone who imitates it. So when I say C2S2M wants to open up part of its management technology at low cost, even free at first, many people's first reaction must be, "Are you stupid?" The original text uses a simple analogy. One approach, sell it for 100 to 100 people. Another, drop the barrier to 1, even free early on, so 100,000 people can use it. What really matters here is not 100 versus 1. It's that the business model has changed. The first model mainly earns by selling the knowledge itself. The second model wants the knowledge to enter a large number of real businesses, then earn from the new value created. We must distinguish two completely different kinds of sharing. If what's shared is a product, a car, a cup, what increases is mainly usage. But if what's shared is a method that improves how businesses run, it can enter completely different industries. One factory uses it to cut waste. Another company uses it to find new channels. A third improves its product mix. A fourth lowers customer acquisition costs. So what I'm opening up is not a cup of water. It's a shovel that helps different people keep digging up new value. A real problem OpenIP must solve is how to create incremental profit. Suppose a factory already has its own customers, channels, and profit. That is its existing business. A platform should not, just because it provided a set of tools, claim a share of all that existing profit by default. Only when management technology brings new customers, new channels, new markets, lower costs, or service income that didn't exist before, does that portion count as newly created value. C2S2M calls it incremental profit. So if the IP is this cheap, how does its creator earn? The answer is not charging a very high price per copy. Instead, if more and more businesses use the same management method and truly create new value, the IP owner can earn long-term income through management services, ecosystem services, licensing, and rule-based sharing of that new value. One business creating a little new value doesn't look like much. 1,000, 10,000 businesses continuously creating new value is a completely different scale of commerce. Opening up has a counterintuitive result. It can make simple imitation less attractive. If the official tools are already cheap enough, stable, and plugged into a complete ecosystem, why would anyone spend heavily to rebuild an isolated copy? And what's truly hard to replicate is no longer a piece of code. It's the growing user network, industry experience, service capability, collaboration relationships, and application resources accumulated over time. Once knowledge sharing enters real business, the next step is no longer just learning together. Participants can share the resources they each own around specific opportunities. Someone has customers, someone has products, someone has industry knowledge, someone has logistics, someone provides technology and settlement services. Management technology organizes these scattered nodes into a temporary collaboration chain based on each need. When a project finishes, the chain can recombine. This is the chain-sharing economy C2S2M envisions. If, after opening up the knowledge, the end result is still one super company controlling all resources, all customers, and all profit, that's just centralization in a new costume. C2S2M points in a different direction. The platform is more like collaboration infrastructure. It handles rules, technology, authorization, workflows, contribution records, dispute handling, and necessary management services. But customer relationships, product capabilities, and expertise remain distributed across the nodes. This also changes organizational structure. Traditional companies try to pack resources into one firm. Employees belong to the company, technology belongs to the company, customers belong to the company, and profit is redistributed mainly inside the company. A network organization is different. Participants keep their independent identities. They cooperate not because they belong to the same company, but because of a shared goal, forming a temporary collaboration network. Value comes from contribution. Income comes from jointly created results. So open IP absolutely does not mean posting all core intellectual property online. The sensible approach is layered openness. The basic methods, workflows, interfaces, and training users need can be made low barrier. But the algorithms, weights, decision logic, and proprietary data that determine core competitiveness stay in the black box. What's public is how to use it. What's protected is why the system keeps creating advantage. Knowledge sharing, the chain-sharing economy, decentralized platforms, and network organizations are not four separate ideas. They are one continuous evolutionary path. Knowledge sharing lowers the barrier to participation. The chain-sharing economy brings different resources into concrete transactions. Decentralized platforms reduce any single organization's control over all resources and income. Network organizations let many independent nodes keep recombining and collaborating. The final goal is one: let more participants jointly create new value that didn't exist before. So, am I stupid to open up part of my secret playbook? If opening up meant giving away every trade secret without boundaries, of course there'd be no point. But if openness brings more people into the ecosystem, creates more applications, forms more collaboration chains, and ultimately grows a bigger pool of incremental profit, then openness itself can be a business strategy. It's not abandoning profit. It's shifting from earning off one customer to helping many people create profit, then sharing a part of it. A truly living ecosystem doesn't demand that everyone be selfless. It acknowledges that everyone has their own interests, then uses rules to organize those different interests into a shared drive to create value. Eating alone never makes you fat. A shared table makes the feast. The point is not dividing up someone else's cake, it's baking a new one together.